Welcome to Clixed Off, brought to you by Lucky Dice Games in Huntsville, Alabama. Check them out at luckydicegames.net. Want to support the show? Check out our Patreon. $5 and above gets you access to our Patreon exclusive Discord. Check out all the tiers and benefits to help improve your Heroclix skill at patreon.com/ClixedOff. Now for your hosts, Daniel Powell, Jason Alvey, and Alex Coos.
Hey everybody, welcome to Clixed Off today. This is your host Daniel Powell speaking. If you like what you're listening to today here on Clixed Off, check us out, patreon.com/ClixedOff, $1 and above. Basically our tip jar if you want to get into our Heroclix Discord server for strategy and tactics discussion. Join that $5 and above. We've got some other options in there as well for practice games. If you'd like to hone and get your Heroclix abilities to that next level. Joining me today is Jason. So happy about getting kicked in the nuts today, Alvy.
Yeah, I'm still icing that myself right now.
And Alex, his plan to play Juice failed spectacularly, well but miserably, Coos.
I mean...
It went spectacularly because you won states, but it failed because, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, basically.
So, let's start off with a quick note. Wes Summers has started a little, starting out to be a little, but not really little. It's like 6 locations. The Battle World South Tournament Series. Alex, you all have one, right? Or no?
Yeah, we have. No, we don't. Atlanta does.
Atlanta does. Okay. So, and then those of us here in Owensboro, we have one at Big Bang Toys, Comics, and Games, April 11th.
That's when the Atlanta one at Battle Challenges is in Atlanta. Is April 11th as well.
Gotcha.
And then there's the other 3 are happening on April 18th. One in Victoria, Texas at Legacy Cards and Games. The other one at Tate's Gaming Satellite in Lauderhill, Florida. And then the last one is at McNarb's in Gaudier, Mississippi.
Nice. So lots of good ways to encourage new players to play with that one. We're going to have Wes on the show next week. Probably really wasn't planning on recording before CCO. This is the Wednesday of CCO week. And, but...
Just couldn't resist.
We just couldn't resist. So we'll have Wes on next week to talk about Battle World South in more detail.
Yeah, and as a reminder, I think you said it, but just a reminder, his series is a 300 modern series. So
Yes.
Yes.
It is
so
modern. Don't forget that.
Check out the Battle World series. Most of the information is on Facebook. They do have a Discord server as well. Incredible prizing for new folks. Really a way to encourage new folks to play in the in 300 modern and in organized play.
It's coming at a great time also, right? Because we were just talking about this a couple weeks ago of like we have Champion Clix, which is more silver pulp, right? That's kind of the identity that Champion Clix has taken on. They have modern, don't get me wrong, but like that's the identity Champion Clix has taken on. And then in May we have Rock Cup and Heroclix for Huntingtons, but we didn't really have much in April, and we didn't really have any modern until Nationals in June. So hearing Battle World South come in April to give us at least an opportunity to play some modern ahead of then is nice.
Yeah, I mean, great timing because all the problems have been solved now.
All right, so it took them about 3 weeks to get the watch list results out to us. It took them about 2 days to unlock the article as well, for whatever that comes up to. By the way, I went and bought a booster today. I went out for lunch and stopped by the store on the way back.
Booster what?
X-Men 97. And it had a super rare storm in it. And there was a Wolverine in there with a super rare Marvel Girl base.
Sweet.
The cards were correct for Wolverine, but it was I don't know which Wolverine, the uncommon or the common one, whatever. But it had the Marvel Girl, super rare Marvel Girl base. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
All right.
It's the Quality. Kwalidi.
What was that? What was the one that had happened like that before, where it was either cross set? Was it that Black Adam? Was it someone had gotten a Connelly and it was a Black Adam that hadn't been released yet?
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, cool, you can't play it, and you don't have the card for it, but it's at least it was a common, and it wasn't like your super rare or chase.
Yeah, I'm trying to. We already know the boosters on the shelf at this one store already have the chase out of it, so I've been trying to slowly just donate it to get the next brick opened. But the watch list results were posted today. I opened up the article, and all it was a picture of Jason getting kicked in the nuts.
The sky literally fell on my crotch. Just right on it. Yeah.
So, obviously, we're jumping on the watch list results really quickly. And I honestly, I've been laughing all day. I've just gotten the extreme giggles. Maybe it's because I'm excited. I'm flying out to Champion Clix tomorrow with Nick. So I'm entering a 4-day weekend, a little bit of time off, some relaxation, and then just every time I think about the watch list, I just think about Jason getting kicked in the nuts.
What's great?
It just makes me laugh.
I made you a nice meme of that to commemorate the
I know.
What's great is you're going to Champion Clix, so this is going to be fresh on your mind going into that. So I'm sure that's not going to be brought up at all by anyone at Champion Clix about this watch list. And it isn't for everyone. Very top, it says this goes into effect the 23rd, so it goes in after Champion Clix. It's next Monday, I believe, that this watch list is official. All the changes happen. So if you're going to Champion Clix, they already made the announcement that whatever changes doesn't matter. WizKids has also made it effective that changes happen next Monday.
Yeah. So let's. I don't think that there's any uncontroversial changes or results of the watch list, but let's maybe talk about the least controversial one of those, at least in my opinion. Smash and Destroy 031A Destroyer. No changes. What do we feel about that?
So let's first, I want to take the time, because this is pretty much all we're talking about this episode.
Yeah. Is
their explanation. So their explanation for Destroyer, there's no change. Destroyer has become a staple equipment, giving access to penetrating damage, boosted close attacks, and most frequently, potent defensive buffs and consistent willpower. The play rate of Destroyer is concerning, but there are answers to it in the current metagame and upcoming releases. We'll continue to keep an eye on Destroyer, but for now, no action is needed. I don't really know what they mean by answers for it. I guess they're talking about people that get rid of equipment.
Like Prime Sinestro keeps you from buffing your defense.
Yeah, Prime Rogue steals equipment.
Sorcerer Loki's going to take your special power away.
Yeah, and they mentioned upcoming releases too, and that's fine, right? I don't think any of us would have been sad if they. I think we would have all been sad if they just banned Destroyer. If they just got rid of it totally. I think all of us would be a little bit upset. If they had nicked it a little bit, I don't know if we would be that upset.
Hold on. Can I be clear that I'm upset that, I don't know, fucking one-shots and Loki Destroyer or Loki Sorcerer and Tri-Sentinels and the one-shots and the other one-shot and the one-shots.
The Spot.
And Spot we're not addressed at all. So
That's a whole nother category of talking about.
Yeah, so talking about like being upset, and I didn't mean to like switch out of the category there, Alex, but like talking about being upset, like I don't know, I don't, Destroyer is what it is, right? Like it's just so efficient, but like you're either going to ban it.
He's way down the list. Right?
You either got to ban it or there's no way to errata the Destroyer armor, and like it is a pretty neat piece of equipment.
Just don't give it +2 defense.
I don't know. Something.
Everybody loves the willpower. Just let him have +2.
Well, and I think it's gotten to the point that sorry, Jason. I feel like it's gotten to the point with Destroyer armor. It's been almost a year now, believe it or not, that we've been playing with it, and so I think we've just gotten used to it. And it's just not like we just know, oh, that guy's got Destroyer armor +2 defense. You're likely not choosing the other option. You might for close combat, but you're likely not. We've just gotten used to it at this point.
I played on the toughness one all the time.
Yeah,
I've used combat word a lot.
Yeah, it's between those two. Either it depends on matchup. Sometimes you swap between games, but the one people focus on more is the willpower +2.
Yeah.
Defense.
Low compared to the other stuff. I mean, this whole list was fucked before it ever got started.
I don't even remember what the third click of it was. Oh, Pensai.
Yeah,
that's what they mean by penetrating.
It's technically the first click, but yeah.
They said penetrating damage. In my head, I'm like, wait, Destroyer gives penetrating damage?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. It's always +2 defense, giant size, or close combat expert. My bad.
Yeah.
So that one's fine. We're okay
fine.
with Destroyer.
It is what it is. I'm more upset about the stuff that was not included on the list, and we've got a lot of good questions too. So probably second. I think we got a buff
to Ares.
Yeah,
Ares.
Yeah, for sure. So I'll reread. They errated his sideline active ability once per game when a friendly character uses Blades, Claws, Fangs. Before rolling, they may choose, after resolutions, they deal each adjacent opposing character other than the target damage to equal half the result for that Blades, Claws, Fangs. When they do, if Ares is on the map, the minimum result is instead the character's printed damage +1. So before, right, like, you'd run up there, target everybody with the attack, and roll a 6 on Blades, right? But now that it's after resolutions, like, there's some intricacies to that, that can make it better. Like, I haven't had time to think about it today, but, like, it's almost like he took him down from 110% to 100%. But my initial thought is I am not an Ares fan. I think dedicating a sideline spot to Blades has always been a bad idea. And realistically, it saw a pretty high play rate, but it hasn't seen a very high win rate. So, I don't know. To me, anything that discourages the use of the very risky, often not great Blades roll is good for me.
Essentially now you're only making your one Blades roll. There's no more Blades, each separate person. It's just, hey, I'm attacking, I'm using Blades, I'm rolling it. And you have to choose before you roll it to say, okay, and I'm activating Ares, so whatever I roll is going to full affect the target, and then everyone adjacent to me is taking half of the result. So it's a lot simpler. I think this was, we talked about this before, like every new set would come out, and anything that had anything to do with Blades, Claws, Fangs was instantly, how does this work with Ares? Does it make him crazy? And I feel like it handcuffed WizKids a little bit from a game design point, because they had to think, well, we can't do a lot of +1 to Blades, Claws, Fangs, because what if they Ares bomb? Like, and their explanation, because I want to read all these, because the other ones we're going to get to has some ridiculous ones. The Ares bomb strategy of an early game Ares-assisted strike was something that came up in playtesting, but had been ruled an interesting, high-risk, high-reward strategy that would probably not see much play. This proved to be a mistake, as Ares teams had become a dominant force in most formats. Coupled with the potentially confusing rules interactions Ares has with some Blades Claws Fang-centered special powers, we've made the decisions to significantly alter Ares. This new trait keeps much of the explosive potential of the original without inviting as many rules questions. Typically, if a figure would require this degree of overhaul, we would ban it, which we're about to get to a character like that. But Ares has been enough of a fan favorite build around, we opted to find a way to preserve him instead.
Max first.
So, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't Ares banned in silver?
He's
restricted.
He's restricted.
Oh, he's restricted.
And he's banned in silver pulp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew he was banned in silver pulp. Okay, but he's just restricted in silver.
I feel like each one of these figures and each one of these explanations was written by a different person. And they all didn't know each other was writing the other explanations.
For sure, yeah. One of them used Copilot, one of them used ChatGPT, and the other one used Grok. For sure.
And
Claude, yeah, for the fourth one. So, I don't know.
So,
like, I get it. Ares is, like, he needed probably a little bit of a tweak. But, like, I don't know. Being able to do his after resolutions thing, like, gets around shape change, senses, other things that it didn't before.
Yep.
Yeah, because you don't have to hit. You're not targeting people anymore and trying to hit them, right? It's just you deal half the damage. So I do think this is a fair change. Like, I think this is they didn't decrease his power enough to where you're just not going to play him. They still give you that high risk, high reward, but you don't have to deal with all the rules nonsense of, okay, I'm rolling my 5th Blades Claws Fangs. What's going to happen with this? This activates, this doesn't. Like, this was a good change. And I actually like the way they wrote this explanation because they called themselves out a bit. They said, this proved to be a mistake. We thought it wasn't going to be a big deal. Found out it was a big deal, guys. Whoops.
Mm-hmm.
So I like, I'm okay with it. Like, I don't think it was that bad. Like, of a change. And I do think it needed to be changed. I was growing tired of hearing, well, Blades Claws Fangs, blah, 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 blah. Even though he retires in 6 months. So,
well, all these do. Like,
not Destroyer. Does Destroyer?
Yeah, because it came out last year, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's
so... oh, gosh, I'm sorry, Alex and Jason. Like, and I'm sorry for folks listening. Like, it's just I get ready to I just get ready to read the next thing, and I'm just like, oh gosh, this is just such bullshit. Oh man, I wish you guys were coming to Florida with me this weekend because I'm sure we'll have lots of hearty har-hars. This weekend.
I'm not sure I can really get up and walk around that much right now after all the,
all the nut kicking you've taken.
All the nut kicking and all the sky falling in my lap like that. Yeah.
Jason didn't count on getting a vasectomy, but there you go. He did.
Yeah. So, Masters of Time 040 per Degaton, banned in the rest of the formats he wasn't already banned in.
Yep. The explanation for this one of the great things in Heroclix is that this does feel like Copilot. One of the great things in Heroclix is that teams with a limited number of members from time to time could go toe-to-toe with the teams with a large number of options because the benefits of playing that small cluster are so great. Perdegaton could have been that for the Time Stealers, but we missed the mark. Instead, it was a piece that discouraged players from using theme teams and homogenized builds to often feel like 260 or 280 points plus per Degaton. The problem is as bad or worse in silver. where he was banned. Given the
he wasn't
degree,
played, so how's it bad or worse?
given the degree of change, he'd need to be reined in, and his direction being almost totally opposite to what would be fun for the format, the WizKids team has opted to simply remove him from the metagame.
Is his direction being totally opposite to what would be fun for? What would that be exactly? What direction is that that's unfun?
It is interesting that they wrote the WizKids team and not we. They say we and they say we missed the mark, but then the WizKids team has opted to simply remove him.
And who the hell's playing per Degaton at 40 points?
I did see some. I did see some people.
Who the hell's playing per Degaton at 40 points? You fucking clueless idiot!
Like,
oh, this is episode just gonna be Daniel laughs for an hour and a half.
it's gonna be our least listened to episode.
Probably just oh gosh. I mean, nobody's played per Degaton at 40 points. Oh.
This
Well,
shows
wait.
nobody knows what they're doing here.
Did he get an errata at some point, or has he been the same the whole time?
He's been the same the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why don't you just cut the annoying trait nobody likes? And
No, it doesn't
leave
matter. It doesn't matter. Like errating. I get the band, right? Like, because we talked about this the last time.
Yeah.
Is that for the most part, you could cut half of per Degaton. Like, just take all of the individual things he does and pick whatever half you'd like to take off of there. List everything he does, from the flight to the sidestep to the super senses to the hyper time to the prob to the improved targeting. Each one of those individual things, cut off a half of them, he's still playable.
Yeah.
I mean, I said it before, like, I was for him being banned for the most part or changed somehow, because the exact reason they gave is the reason I was arguing of just
That's not why people aren't playing teams.
But hey, listen, the point being is I have had this soapbox for years, so this isn't about just Degaton. I felt the same way about Venom Mags, so this isn't something different for me. I'm staying true to my belief of, if there's one support piece that's 20 or 25 points, Scott Porter 2 was another issue, and you have...
But everybody play teams.
Well, sure, he was a little different. He was in
Which
like
one
a
do you want?
sad core.
Which one do you want?
Of what? I don't like...
We're mad because people don't play theme teams here. We're mad because people play theme teams then. What the hell do we want?
Oh, no, so for me, it was more Venom Mags and per Degaton. I didn't like it.
No, but that was their whole reasoning besides getting rid of Porter.
Well, Porter there was two of them, and you most of the time wanted to play both. Per Degaton,
Still theme teams.
they need to just stop doing these support pieces that are too good. They should do good support pieces, and we have a lot of good support pieces, but when you have them that's too good, and it just breaks apart theme teams. And yes, I've seen people say, oh, I've seen them on a past theme team. Well, yeah, but that's because we have keyword cheating for past that adds a lot of good figures to one team. So
he was a scientist too.
Sure. That was for those two keywords.
Let's be fair. All right.
no one was playing a Time Stealers keyword.
Well, they should have.
Apparently, but I'm okay with this, but I understand people who aren't. I completely get it. Like,
yeah,
my personal opinion was I thought he was too good, and he made the decision to play theme pointless. Like, I don't want to play theme because I could play per Degaton, break theme, and there's no downfall. There's no negative.
That's right. So hey, all right, here we go.
No.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Quit effing rushing me, all right?
I'm rushing you. I'm just ready for you to get. I want to get to the exciting one.
Calm the hell down. This ties into that. Okay? How are we going to have this whole sentence where he's the opposite of what would be fun for the format, and we're going to leave this next bastard alone? Like,
I agree. Like, the whole...
I think the copy paste guy got this mixed up somehow. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
Whatever intern that was doing it today messed up, I'm pretty sure.
Direction being almost totally opposite to what would be fun for the format.
Yep.
They obviously don't know what's fun and what's not fun.
It's almost as if their explanations hurt this more than help.
Yeah. So we have a great explanation for the next one. Beetlejuice, and I'll read the explanation for this one, Alex, because I think it's a pretty good one.
As long as I can make my point right after you read it.
Yeah, you can. It's fine. So, Iconics Beetlejuice, result, no change. Reason, because we have a shit ton of this product at the warehouse, and we're going to put him on sale on our website before he retires.
Do you want me to read the actual explanation?
Yes. That is the actual explanation.
No, it gets better, and this explanation, I got a little riled up earlier. Beetlejuice has become a hot button topic among fans and was the primary focus of the rules team with this watch list. Multiple errata were tested, and the possibility of a ban was weighed. Ultimately, the WizKids team came to the conclusion that Modern is in a healthier state with Beetlejuice than without, and the potential confusion of a second errata to him outweighed the potential upsides of softening his anti-free trait. Beetlejuice will, however, be rotating out of Modern along the next rotation. Given that it is healthy for some restrictions on free actions to exist, future figures may explore similar design space but will not be as restrictive as Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, guys, that we are too stupid to handle a second errata.
But you know what?
Chose not to do anything.
It was fine.
I got something to say about it that you're not going to believe.
I do. I'm hold on. But we were smart enough to take a second errata to Legacy Thanos.
Maybe we weren't. That was the problem.
I don't know. Oh my gosh, guys! I don't know.
I mean, didn't King Thunder get errata like 3 times or something?
Who?
Basically,
King Thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
All right, so Jason, go.
They're not. They have a little bit of truth in this, right? Because here's what they didn't do that they should have done to begin with. If they should have had Spot on this list, and then Spot and Beetlejuice both should have been banned.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have Beetlejuice, and then you leave Spot and don't do anything to him, then there's just a bunch of Spot, which is bad. So they should have had them both on here, and they both should have been banned.
I just don't get where multiple errata were tested, and they come out of it thinking, nah, this map-wide free character to shut down free actions is needed. Like, I get it with Spot, but we have so many other free action erasers that are within range, right? Like, we still have Wakanda Hulkbuster. We have Green Battery. We've got a few others.
I Sentinels punish you for doing free actions.
Yeah, like, we have all this stuff. Changing him, like,
to know who these people are and what they did to figure this out.
Like, I think even if they just made it within 4, but let them still have all the sideline crap, right? So you could still, for free, do all the Beetlejuice, and plop them down like a Beetlejuice bomb. Everyone within 4 no free actions.
Well, hell, make it 6.
It would still make them
still be better.
Super, like, playable, super good still, because you could just shut down everything within 4 or 6 or whatever. But your opponent then has the opportunity to be like, okay, I'm going to move out of that range and take free actions. And you, the player, could also do the same. You also could say, hey, I'm going to keep my team out of this 4 or 6, and I could now do free actions. But Beetlejuice is still there, shutting everyone within the radius. I don't see how that's suddenly worse. And like, that's too complicated to say other characters can't use free actions. Other characters within 6 squares can't use free actions.
Yeah, I don't see how that's more complicated or too complicated or...
Yeah. Like, do they think when they do erratas, it's like, here's the card, we have attached this post-it note, and now we have to attach a second post-it note, and we don't want to do that, because 2 post-it notes is too much. Like, when you do a second errata, it's like a new contract. You erase. They don't have to go looking in two places for everything. They just go to one place, and everything that's changed is what it is now. So there's no confusion to a second errata. It's just here's
First
the new
errata meant nothing, and everybody's used to it now at this point.
Well, it did matter when we had time breakers, right? Like it mattered a lot that you couldn't
Butterfly
do these or butterfly.
Yeah, I guess, but it effectively didn't do anything.
Right. So it's interesting. If you guys that are listening haven't seen like the WizKids post when they posted the watch list.
Oh gosh.
I don't think I've seen a single positive comment.
No.
On the watch list. Like I think everyone is saying this is bad. Like something of this watch list is bad.
Oh, it's just so comically bad. Oh my god!
And I guess my little meme I put up, was probably a little, too, I don't know.
On the nose. Yeah,
maybe, something like that. But like, it's not just about the specific things here. I mean, it is, but it isn't. But it's also it just goes to show you that they don't know what's really happening or don't care what's really happening.
We know that WizKids people listen to our podcast. And
they really hate me because this is exactly what I wouldn't have wanted to happen. So
we know that they listen to us. We know that they listen to other podcasts. They have said that publicly. Nothing secretive about that. They obviously, there's two possible outcomes. One, they don't care. Two, the business makes them decide otherwise. Simple as that. So,
yeah.
But, here's I'd like to read you all something.
I just don't think we know the true business impact of it. Selling a few more Beetlejuice boxes, I don't think is the real thing here.
It's got to be something, right? Either that or
that may be their internal logic, but I think it's costing you a lot of other sales in a lot of other places. You don't know it.
Then it's just as simply they don't care.
Yeah.
There's no other explanation. And you know what? To be honest, I don't have a negative or a positive comment here because I don't know. It's not that I like Beetlejuice, Jason. I hate not being able to take free actions. To be clear, let's be clear.
About that?
But I love Beetlejuice. I love Beetlejuice. I love Beetlejuice. But maybe I love more. Maybe I more love the fact of the chaos it causes you.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's.
I'm gonna admit I'm taking the L on this one. I've fought the battles as long as I could fight it, and I've lost. So this is it. It's over. The gavel's dropped here.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. It's like I don't know. They're ruling it badly, so Canon Event last year got banned. After resolutions, you may choose a friendly character to gain immune until your next turn. The KO thing, right? And then the new one is the Crimson Bands.
Reprinted it, yeah.
They freaking printed it with less restrictions. Yeah. So, friendly Crimson Bands of Sidorak. Friendly characters have power. Choose a friendly character within range and line of fire that hasn't take damage this turn. Until your next turn, that character has immobile and immune.
Yeah.
What the frig? And you guys don't even think that needs to just be insta-banned?
Not enough data to prove that.
They don't even. It just proves that they don't care. It just proves they don't care enough. They don't communicate well with us. I'm getting on my soapbox. I am defending the community here. I am defending the community here.
The other one was banned.
Because I enjoy playing Beetlejuice. But the fact that Beetlejuice wasn't taken care of, I don't care what they do to him. They ban him, right? Whatever, that's the easy answer. Easy button. But the fact that, they see Crimson bands that do the same thing. You can't tell me that they just don't care. They have to know. They know and they don't do anything about it. That means they're okay with us skipping turns with these things and not taking free actions. They're okay with Loki. They're okay with no special powers, no team abilities. They're okay with Spider-Man, getting rid of sideline, getting rid of equipment. They're okay with it. So at the end of the day, you just have to be okay with what they're okay with and just do your best.
Yeah, but
you don't need to just take it and shut up.
I'm not taking it and shut up.
That's basically what you're just saying.
No, I'm just saying if I wanted to say shut up about it, I would have just not recorded a podcast tonight. But
I get it, but you're just saying, well, take it and do it with it. Well, that's basically the same thing. They had the same logic for Beetlejuice and for Degaton and came up with two completely different things.
I agree.
We ban one, we'll leave the other one because he retires soon, and it's the exact same logic. What's wrong with them? We can't fix them because it's such a thing to fix them.
Then
we'll just do this and this with this.
Then the only reasonable answer is that they just don't care about the health of the metagame.
They don't. Well, that's been historic, though. We know that. Don't forget the 2019 watch list where they decided, hey, Prime Vulture, he's cool.
Yeah.
No changes. No changes to Prime Vulture. He makes a lot of attacks in one turn. I remember this, and I looked it up today. They specifically said he makes a lot of attacks in one turn, but you only reach that potential through a dedicated team. And then I faintly remember, didn't they release shortly after that a way to get him on other teams to make him even better?
Yeah, after that, the cap came out, that Steve Rogers.
Yeah, and so this isn't like unprecedented. They have a history of saying, no, we'll let it ride. But if they were going to do this with Beetlejuice and say all this stuff, I feel like they should have gone a little further. Like they say, hey, we did all this testing. Like multiple erratas were tested. The possibility of a ban was weighed. What's the harm in saying, here were some potential erratas. When we tested them, this is why it didn't test well. Like, go over a little bit of that info.
They hate communicating with us.
Yeah, like if they came out and said, hey, we tried that within 4 thing, and it ended up making Beetlejuice better because his own team was now able to do things outside of 4, right? Like if they
know too much, then we'd know too much of the magic behind the scenes. Then,
well, and this goes back to, we shouldn't know who the playtesters are, right? Because that would be bad for watch lists, because we don't want those people to be attacked, right? Like we don't want, if this came out and we knew exactly who the playtesters were, that would be bad.
We do know.
We know some of them.
No.
Hold on. It's not been publicly.
It's not. No, there is one that's public that we can talk about. We do have somebody to string up from the gallows.
No, we don't need to do that to Patrick.
Yes, we do.
Was he even involved in this?
You know what? I don't care. Jason. He is head playtester for this season. Patrick Frazier. We have somebody to blame. Where's he at? Stringing him up from the gallows.
Was he? I want to know if he had a part in it. I'd like to know.
We need to see. Has he been
Jason,
this whole time?
No, Jason, it doesn't matter.
Every tournament he's been.
You got to remember it's move to action. Move to action. String him from the gallows. Send a message. Head playtester, world champion Patrick Frazier is all to blame for Beetlejuice not getting banned.
I am curious.
No.
I am kidding.
I am curious if he plays a lot of Beetlejuice, though. That would be pretty funny. We looked at like his recent tournaments, and he's a full Beetlejuice player.
No, he played Ares, I think, last time he played.
He doesn't seem the type that's a big Beetlejuice. He likes his free actions. So
he was playing Spot, so not really a big Beetlejuice guy.
Like you were saying, Jason, to their point of they were making about Beetlejuice, like I do think there needs to be anti-free action, like stuff in general. Like I do like having Wakanda Hulkbuster, Green Battery, like some of these other ones. It's a useful counter, because you do have, like you said, we have spot, we have other like really bad free action users that are really strong because of all the free actions they take. So anti-free action is something that needs to exist. It's just this is too much. And I think almost everyone agreed that it was pretty too much and could use...
Oh, the fact that it just takes away all of the built-in, like, standard power stuff that uses free actions away is bad. Like, they're off the rip. Okay.
Well, I don't think that part's not the bad part. It's the global.
It is.
No,
it's global. It's everywhere.
That's the bad part. The global part's the bad part, because that means my turn 1, you got Beetlejuice on the board. I can't do jack. Now, if you play,
you're playing that game, Alex. We played that exact game. I know.
But with
I remember. I dream about it sometimes.
But with like green battery, right? Like I only have to worry about when I get close to you, so I could still do all my, all my warm up, all my setting things up and whatnot, my side steps, free TKs if I got them. But it's the global effect, and it's crazy because they've stopped these type of global, like they've eroded Heroclix figures with these type of global effects before, because global is too strong for something this powerful.
Yes.
But this time they're like,
you're getting punished. You're getting punished at force construction. That's how far it goes.
Yeah.
Because you're limiting the pool to, like, if you're going to go to a tournament,
and that's why you're getting punished right now, Jason, because you have to remember you are always in force construction for your next game of Heroclix.
Yeah, like that's just it's when you're getting punished at force construction for him existing. Like it shrinks the pool of playable figures to like so small if you're actually going to try to win the tournament.
I do think there is a slimmer bit of hope that he still could get changed at least before Worlds. Purely because of what they said at the end. While we strive to avoid making changes to figures after they've been released, which I think that's the only time they make changes, if possible, our ultimate goal is to have a fun, friendly, and healthy game paired with positive gameplay experience for both our casual and tournament players.
Could have fooled me.
We do reserve the right to revisit and make changes to any game elements highlighted in previous watch lists, especially as new game elements are released. And then they thanked everybody for the feedback. So, I mean, I think I'm not holding my breath. I'm saying I don't think it's over. I think if Beetlejuice continues to be insane, like say at Champion Clix, say at Battle World, say at Nationals, he's just too much, which he's already been too much.
At that point, the season's pretty much over.
But no one wants to go into Worlds. Think about how depressed everyone would be going into Worlds.
You know what? I am so excited.
I'm depressed now.
To wear my shirt Friday of Beetlejuice hugging me on the motorcycle.
I figured you would be. Yeah.
I'm so.
Figured you would be.
Yeah, I'm just. I tell you what. Either here's the outcome of this. Either Jason is pissed because Beetlejuice is still in the game, or I'm pissed because there's a bunch of free action attacks and bullshit where I have to sit there and just play on my phone for 20 minutes while somebody sidesteps and perplexes and does all this other...
Nobody's sitting there for 20 minutes while somebody takes a turn. Y'all keep saying that. That's not happening all the time.
You know, that's what they do. Yellow battery.
That's what you Beetlejuice pushers are saying, just to justify it.
Yeah, you know what? I'm tired of just free attack, free construct, free knockback, free perplex 18 times, sidestep. Oh, I've got Green Lantern sidestep. Let me do that 4 times and place all my figures. Oh, fuck. Just come on, get your shit over. Wait a minute.
Your sidestep, break a blocking terrain tri-set, and it'll ping you for a damage. That's okay, though.
No, it's not. I don't get to do it. I don't get to do it because Beetlejuice is there.
But you just run around with you're within 9. You're within 9 squares of me. I'm gonna break this block next to me by walking across. Here, take a penetrating damage.
I'm playing Wand Agent, so it's like 12 away, but whatever.
Well, yeah, okay, well, whatever. Like, there's so much other stuff out there too that they didn't even take a look at.
Oh, by the way, Black
No,
Panther didn't
was
even make
dead
the
is a problem.
Black Panther didn't make the list.
Yeah, why should he? Because he's just trying to rein in all the other broken crap. Like, let me quote the great Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, okay, like the Heroclix meta is the most wretched hive of scum and villainy you will ever come across. Anywhere in the galaxy, okay? Because that's what it is now. Like,
start a petition, Jason. Should we start a petition?
I think we should.
Go to change.org. I'll start a petition.
Yeah, because now we've got Beetlejuice, and we've got one shots like 9 times, and we've got Loki that takes your powers away, and we've got Spot that, if none of that stuff's around, well, Spot's ripping you a new one, and like, yeah, we just got all this great stuff. It's just like, have fun, maybe not.
Have fun indeed. So let's hop into some listener questions today. First up, we have Giordano asking, should they keep Beetlejuice legal for an additional year like they did with Death Metal Wonder Woman, so the players can really get to
They didn't keep Death Metal Wonder Woman around for an extra year, okay? She was a 21 con exclusive that didn't come out until 22, and she retired in 25.
That's 3 years.
Yeah, exactly what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, well, Beetlejuice needs his full 3 years.
He's not a con exclusive.
But he's special. He's such a nice guy. Hold on.
I will say they do.
He brings a health.
Right?
He brings a healthier state to modern.
Yeah,
they do. I will say they do need to go back and look at how they retire figures. The fact that Smash and Destroy is getting retired.
Lantern Legacy is getting retired.
Lantern Legacy is retiring in a year.
Yeah, and we knew that when it was coming out too. Like,
that doesn't make it okay.
It gets 366 days in modern.
Yeah, that's just dumb.
Yeah, it is.
Sounds like I need to start a second petition.
McConnell Lamar asks, what would have been your ideal watchlist results if the health of the game was your number one priority? Yeah, everything else we just said.
And making the one shots required theme team.
And banning Spot. No.
Yeah, you can get rid of, you can alter the Crimson Bands and those other one shots if you want, but I also think if you made it theme team required, that would help significantly. Because now they're not playing like, oh, I've got all the best pieces and all the best one shots. It's like, oh, I gotta play Mystic. Okay, well, that means I'm not getting to play some of these other pieces that are insane because I have to play Mystic.
Yeah, like per Degaton.
That's fine. Yeah, basically.
I'm
playing Time Stealers. Darn it.
You can play Avengers and get all those one shots too. Yeah.
Sure, but I still think theme team's a better option for the one shots.
And then McConnell also asked, if you were looking at it from a business perspective, would your answers change at all? You know what? If my answer would change in that I would have announced, if I was running the business today, I would have made no change to Beetlejuice and started a promo today of free Beetlejuice with brick purchases.
That's pretty good. If I was doing it from a business perspective, I would have still nerfed Beetlejuice but not banned him. So he's still playable. But then I would have also looked at all of my legal iconics and buffed the ones that are terrible. So like, oh look, Thundercats aren't doing that well. Let's do some erratas to make them a little better. And then do a sale on all these iconics. And make it where you don't want to skip this iconics because they're better and playable.
By the way, somebody has their TV in the background. You can hear it's coming through. So, and then McConnell, we did cover what currently revealed items would you like to see in the next round of the watch list. Big L, they just missed it completely. John Morello asked, give me a reason to continue playing Heroclix. I want to know. It's still fun. It'll change. It's just a season. You know what? If people didn't quit during Felix Faust or ID cards or the Book of the Skull or the Infinity Gauntlet or the Warlight batteries with the Possessors and then the COVID era, if you've survived all of that at this point, Beetlejuice is just a phase. It's just a season. There'll be something else to complain about next month.
You're right about all that, but there were probably people who quit at each of those and never came back.
Yep. We also need to start thinking of new references that aren't 10 years old.
I said the COVID era. I said the COVID era. I said the COVID era.
Well, like all that stuff you said is true, but I'm sure there were still people who stopped at each of those times and never came back because of each of those things.
Well, you know what? People quit Magic.
We shouldn't have a list as long as my arm of things that did that.
People have quit Magic because like the players shit in chairs and stuff.
That has nothing to do with the game.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a guy do that at a D&D game at your house. We did. We did. I'm not going to name names, but it happened.
Yeah, we would never call Jeremy out like that.
John, to answer your question, though, Silver Pulp is still incredibly good. I still love Silver Pulp. Even though we mentioned some tweaks, you don't have to worry about Beetlejuice there. You don't have to worry about all this nonsense. It's still a format that's going to be ongoing. And even Silver...
Just go play regular Silver. There's no Beetlejuice.
Yeah, even regular Silver. I mean, there's other nonsense, but there's no Beetlejuice nonsense. And then just come back after Nats when hopefully a second watch list comes out for Q2 that fixes Beetlejuice at that point.
And then Joseph Alger asked, what modern age HeroClix is pound for pound the best for its price? And I was going to do a price check real quick on Nico Manura.
She was going for around $100, I think.
That's probably, yeah, buy it now for $100. That's pretty good value for the price.
How much does he said pound for pound, so how much does a Tri-Sentinel weigh?
Yeah. Loki Sorcerer Supreme is I think way undervalued, like dollar-wise. He's buy it now for like $80 at the moment.
Basically, Joseph, go for Strange Tales, like pieces from that, because it hasn't had its time to shine in Modern. Just period. Because it hasn't.
Yeah.
Battle World and some of the Champion Clix events is the first time we're seeing major Modern events that has this set legal.
I think Dark Hulk is pretty great and pretty cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's pretty cheap, and some of the other chases from that set, I know, like even Wolverine Lord of Vampires isn't bad. Like, the set is not bad, we just haven't seen it because it hasn't been legal for a lot of the events. So
Reverse Flash is probably also pretty pound for pound worth his money versus anything else.
Yeah, that Iconics went under the radar as well.
That helped him out. That helped Reverse Flash out, like that Iconics did. Like Reverse Flash Prime from Masters of Time. Like he's like money wise.
Oh, you're talking about him. I thought you were talking about.
No, I'm talking about Reverse Flash and Masters of Time. Like as far as dollars versus how good he is, like that's pretty up there.
Yeah, I agree.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, next question.
I would have said Prodegaton, but you know.
Yeah. Joe Ruffing, why?
Yeah,
Because.
Exactly.
That's how Wiz gets answered. Because.
Because they just They just don't. They're too afraid to overcorrect. And they are too afraid to correct at all.
They did both of those things in this watch list.
Wait, Jason.
They didn't overcorrect in this watch list.
Yes, they did. They banned Per Degaton.
Per Degaton is not an overcorrection. Let's be clear.
Yes, it is. Banning him is an overcorrection when they didn't do that to Beetlejuice.
Do you guys think that they're worried about overcorrecting him because how much fallout happened when they overcorrected THANOS?
Yeah. Good call, Alex. Good call.
We had a rare that was really, really good, and we can't have that. That's too cheap.
Molecule Man got the hit because he was too good and he was a rare. As a matter of fact, most good rares probably have gotten hit at some point in recent memory.
Yeah.
Not two rares, technically. I mean, Ares.
Yeah,
is rare
that's right.
too.
That's true.
Um,
People do cheap, dollar-wise, and they still didn't care there. But
Matt Lloyd says, "Is there any interest in limiting one-shots?" Yes.
yeah, why not?
The theme teams.
But instead, right now we're testing out making them even more usable and more on one team. So we're going to try that first.
Yeah, for sure. Lee Shadle,
I
how
think
the watch list doesn't affect casual play at all. You're right. That's why we say Clixed Off is focused on competitive play, and our set reviews are not focused on kitchen table play. Lee, I appreciate that as a casual player, you do listen to Clixed Off and you participate in our community. We never want to scare away our casual fans, because you all are probably our best fans because you listen to us for the pure entertainment value that is Clixed Off.
Yeah, when we gripe, it's because, not what we're doing for fun. It's what we're doing for to be annoyed, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
and it does. And it does.
We're gluttons for punishment.
It does slightly affect casual play if you're thinking of like a more casual event at your local. But hopefully your local probably already has a ban on Beetlejuice anyway for casual play.
Well, and then
if your house rule and stuff for that anyway, then this really still doesn't matter even for that.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter like if you say, oh, you can still play Per Degaton on a Time Stealers theme. That's fine.
Then that's cool. Do it.
That's fine too.
Yeah, the key ones I would keep out, Lee, is the things like Ares, where it's the rules change to make the rules simpler. Those are the ones you want to know for casual play, because that makes playing the game where he's still effective, but you don't have all these confusing rules questions that you're debating with your cousin about at the kitchen table.
I guarantee you that'll still happen.
I'm sure, but those are ones where it's like, okay, we're going to do this one because I don't want to see my cousin have to roll 6 D6s every time he's trying to Ares bomb me. Like, it's fine.
Yeah. Colton Bushek. Why ban or change anything? Indeed. The philosophical question of the day. We are all just we are all piles of meat, flesh, circling a burning hot nuclear reaction on a ball of mud, careening through a universe that is ever expanding and is full of the void. One addition, he says like, well, Per Degaton was a one-turn cooldown for Loki chasing Spider and Gauntlet Spider Man from popping off as well. The one little counter we did have. I don't know how many one-shots can self-damage anymore, so I could be wrong. They went too buck wild with those. Indeed, they are all still there, Colton. Nothing has been changed with the self-damaging one-shots.
Beetlejuice is also a fine way to self-damage your figures, just so you know.
Yeah, they are. John Eric Hafford, are these results why they hire the gameplay advisors, and if so, what is their level of impact? Exactly! It is all Patrick's fault! LOL, long live Juice. Indeed, John, indeed.
Can we get I wish Facebook would allow us to tag certain members, so that way we could tag everyone that says long live Juice and supports Beetlejuice, so we can remember them a year from now. If they come back and be like, man, the meta sucks because of Beetlejuice. Well,
Yeah.
you were happy with the watch list.
By the way, I am already like pre-doing my. I am pre-doing the episode description because I got to get this episode out before I fly out tomorrow. And I am going to call this episode Patrick's Fault. Unless you all have a better SpongeBob reference for me.
Does it have to be a SpongeBob reference?
Because it's Patrick. All right. While y'all are thinking about it, I do. I think it's hilarious. Hold on. Gosh dang it! I missed.
I think it's just you.
I think it's just you. Me. There's probably probably another angle. Is there a Fraser Ali angle you could go with?
Star Wars record's better myself, but
Joe Clark, should Rogue Prime Arena Cat be watched? Yeah, for sure.
No, I don't think they need to be watched. Like, they don't have global effects that are insane.
Yeah, Rogue Prime does. She's pretty
needed for Negaton, but here we are.
She doesn't have a global thing. It's just she's hard for people to hit her. That's not like, oh, Rogue Prime's on the map, I can't do something now.
I can't attack her the way I want. I can't outwit her. I can't perplex her. I can't prob her. I can't.
They ruled you can prob her now.
I don't know. Can you?
I think they did.
Yeah, I think they
better
did.
Check into that.
I better read up on that on the plane tomorrow. Saul sent. I read the Q1 watchlist results and their dumb explanation, but why shoot per Degaton? Saul, I feel like there might be a little bit of a language barrier there.
Thank you, Saul. That was a great comment. Thank you, sir.
I appreciate your sentiment there. And Manny Kinks asked us, what would you do for a Klondike bar?
Do what I'd do with one if I had it right now.
Yeah, put it on your nuts.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Cool it down a little bit.
Yeah. Anthony Barnstable asks, when is CCO? This weekend. We've talked about that. Should I go to CCO? Yeah, I hope you're going.
Probably a little late for this. That's okay.
Probably a little late. Does this change apply to CCO? No, it doesn't.
I feel like he's setting up these questions here.
He does. These are very leading questions. What are your feelings? I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good. Like I've laughed so much today that like I'm in a really good mood because I've laughed so much today. So my serotonin levels are really high at the moment. Do you feel if these changes did apply to CCO, would it have changed the results? Yeah, because there's going to be like 30 less per Degatons in the field. If you controlled the watch list and had made different changes, what is one impact on the meta your change would have had that would be worse than... Hold on. If you controlled the watch list and had made different changes, what is one impact on the meta your change would have had that would be worse than how the meta will now look with these results?
So how could we make it worse? With the 4 watch lists, the 4 figures on the
worse
watch
than
list.
the way it's already is now.
Yeah. Is he asking us to make it worse? Surely that doesn't seem like a typical Anthony question, but
God damn, that's pretty hard to do. Fuck.
That's pretty. Ban Destroyer armor, just ban it. And then for Ares, keep him the same. No change for Ares. Undo the previous errata for Beetlejuice.
And give him +1 stats.
No, there's no precedent for that. Let's not go crazy.
It doesn't matter. There's no matter.
Let's not go too crazy. There's not much you could do to make it worse, to be honest. Like, it's pretty bad as is. And then his last question is, what silver changes are you hoping happen after CCO before Heroclix for Huntington's, which is in May, to improve the health of that event's meta.
Remove the floor. Remove the floor. Remove the floor. There, I gave us all three of y'all answered. All three of us have answered with our same answer.
Someone, please, any of musicians who listen, please take Daniel saying "remove the floor" and remix it and
with with this,
If
what
you could
was
make a
it?
rap song out of it, that'd be
What
great.
we could be like drowning pools. Let the silver remove the floor. Let the silver remove the floor. Let the silver remove the floor. Let the silver remove the floor.
You called them drowning pools.
That is who sound like sing that, right?
It's just drowning pool.
Oh, okay. It's like Deadpool's. Brandon Michael Brunner, if a watch list falls in the forest and nobody's around to hear it, does Bucky still have amazing brisket? Absolutely.
Right.
For real though, the major problem with the game, in my opinion, is the cost. Not saying that there aren't problematic game elements, but I can't justify gambling $200 plus tax on a brick when the portion of boosters only have 3 figures in some instances. Even on a set like I love like Venom coming up. I have other friends who feel the same. Additional game elements should be extra in the boosters to add value, not take away by replacing a figure slot. Not to plagiarize, but what say you gents on that? Jason told us this.
Brother.
Jason told us this in 2022.
Yep, told you.
It was a test to see if we would accept it, and well, there wasn't really a choice. We were going to accept it, so.
Yeah. They just want to know how much of a fuss we were going to make first, and everybody's like, "Oh no, that's not going to do that." Well, here we are.
Yeah, BTU had the rings. Lantern Legacy's been the best in probably a while because they included the legacy cards in there and stuff.
That was a great thing. Just should have stuck around.
Collector's Trove wasn't bad because it just had so much, even though it was a smaller set.
Was a good one.
Yeah, but it still remains to be seen if it's getting worse. Remember, it got also worse when they moved to 12 boosters because they didn't fix collation. You just got more rares. And now we're looking at 2 new things that potentially look like it might be worse. So we have the Vault boosters, which remains to be seen how that looks. On like, is it enough stuff to warrant the cost of those? And then we have the new D&D stuff we heard about coming this fall. That is in the D&D, like not super boosters, but the different size boosters. But it's more expensive. I think it's like 25 a booster.
It's like a super booster brick, basically. I guess.
Right. Yeah, it's the same shape as how they do all their minis for D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it only comes with 4 figures, but
right.
they said extra stuff, right? Like stuff making it worth it. So if we're talking Lantern Legacy Collector's Trove worth it, like there's a lot of objects and legacy cards, which they can't do legacy for D&D, but
no.
Like unless they brought back like undead.
They could do alt cards.
Yeah, like if they do that kind of stuff, it'll be worth it. But man, when I saw the MSRP for the D&D set, I was like, man, am I just gonna stop buying boosters at this point and just
the only ones that are worth buying are the ones with all the stuff in it, like Lantern Legacy and Collector's Trove. If it doesn't have that stuff, that level of stuff, it's hardly worth buying anymore.
Well, good thing that set is lasting for a full 2 years, right? And not.
Oh, that'd be great, right? Right? It would be great, right? We don't even get to play with this shit for like more than a year sometimes. It's ridiculous after we spend that much money on it.
I don't think anyone would be sad if they came out and said, you know what? We're gonna give Lantern Legacy another year.
Well, no, I'd stand up and give them a clap. That'd be great.
They'll get a third Worlds. We understand that's unconventional, but it came out literally weeks before Worlds. We're going to give them another year.
Nobody complained about Masters of Time being around longer.
Yeah, well,
you didn't get used at Worlds that year, granted, but still. I think we're happy with the way it turned out.
Yeah. Because Lantern Legacy has a lot of good stuff in it, but none of it was like, oh my goodness, we got to get rid of this figure from Lantern Legacy out of here. Laura Fleas, Black Hand, like Mogo. It's too much.
So
like Animal Man may be the only one actually from that people would want to get rid of.
Michael D asks, why do we got to have Colossus Ares back in the meta? I don't know that he'll be prolific or anything any more than he already was.
He won't be more than he was.
Yeah. Emilio Gutierrez asks, to those of you that aren't upset by BG staying in, how have you learned to adapt to him in the meta, and what advice do you have for players that haven't? So I think I'm the only one that doesn't really care. I'm not upset by BG staying in. Just play a normal game of Heroclix. Like, focus on the basics, right? Good stats, printed standard powers, running shot, big range, charge, hypersonic. Focus on things, empower, enhancement, shield team abilities. All of these things that are just core good things in Heroclix that don't require all of this fancy, I got a wild card, a Green Lantern TA, pack across the map. Now I do 4 free actions to do 4 free attacks. I gotta make a pog and do the thing and zippy zap zoops. Focus on the core, the very
about the core stuff like charge and flurry and running shot and pulse wave and things like that.
See, because it's not so much
outwitting.
It's not so much that you're worried about running shot pulse wave. It's people that want to do running shot pulse wave for free with cable with the knockback. It's all of this fancy stuff that wants to be happening, not just the basics of running shot, precision strike, side blast, whatever. Right? It's doing doing all these special things that now have a counter to them, because like if Beetlejuice got nuked today, we would instantly be talking about Prime Cable meta. 100%. Like, all right, now we can go across the map, we can free running shot pulse wave, we can pulse wave again. Now your team's taking 8 damage. Do you have anything left? Probably not. So it's reining in all of these super nukes, and instead of complaining about your super nuke being gone, you got to focus on just playing straightforward, toned down, to the point, focus on strategy, placement, maps, maneuvering through the maps. Back to basics, folks. And that's how you'll succeed in the Beetlejuice meta.
All that shit mattered either way.
Yeah, I don't think Prime Cable is... Oh no, Beetlejuice is keeping back Prime Cable. He is, but that's not like a reason to keep Beetlejuice in. Emilio and anyone else listening that doesn't know how to counter or adapt to Beetlejuice, the easiest way, easier than what Dan said, if you're just trying to think of how to play the game, is look at the teams that are playing Beetlejuice main force and look at the figures they're playing, because they have to deal with no free actions too. So whatever figures they're playing are probably figures you should consider for your team. Pegasus Cap. Like when I played them, I played 2 Pegasus Caps and Zala and a few other pieces. Like, look at those teams. That's the easiest thing. What are those teams doing? Oh, do I have 40 points to put on a Pegasus Cap? Sure. Let me just do that.
Spirit of Vengeance is pretty good with him too.
It's a little complicated. Spirit of Vengeance requires a little bit of complication. It
does. I'm just saying it works with him.
But you're right. Yeah, you're right. But I'm talking about that. Treat it just like you used to treat Killmonger. Killmonger, you always had to be like, okay, if I'm going to get to Killmonger, I need at least 50 points that I know is not affected by Killmonger, or like a secondary attacker or someone that can at least go hit Killmonger and knock him back or do something to him, right? So you had to alter your team by, a fourth or a third or whatever. So if you're worried about Beetlejuice, which you should be, look at these figures that are cheaper that aren't affected by Beetlejuice. And make sure your team doesn't rely on sidestep. That's the other big one. That got a lot of people. Not being able to sidestep is pretty big. That's all I got.
All right. And then Keith Barnett with our final question of the night. Will players ever be added to the watch list?
I mean, Scott Porter was, right? So
yeah, there we go. All right,
I think
final.
Tester should be added to the watch list.
Yeah, it's a good idea. All right, Alex, final thoughts?
I hope that we have a much better Q2 watch list.
Jason?
If you would like to get a T-shirt of Beetlejuice kicking me in the nuts, hit me up.
I am looking for
like one of those, Jason.
I am looking
Yeah, right.
I am looking forward to seeing everybody at CCO this weekend. Looking forward to having a good time, getting some pre-watch list effect Heroclix in. You know, give your Per Degs a big old hug because this is the last weekend for him in 300 Modern. So I hope everybody has safe travels down to CCO. Most of y'all are probably already there because I'm leaving tomorrow.
I hope everyone at CCO plays Beetlejuice this weekend.
Me too.
Just everyone. Everyone plays Beetlejuice.
Everybody play it. Play it. And then, thanks everybody for listening to Clixed Off today, and we'll talk to y'all next time.
Later.
See you.